In a world of few guarantees, Jake's Collision Repair stands behind all of their work with a lifetime guarantee. Jake's Collision Repair uses only original parts made by your vehicle's manufacturer instead of lower quality aftermarket parts. Certified technicians work with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, and Jake's Collision Repair is preferred by most insurance companies and works with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair, 2416 Junction Avenue in Sturgis and 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to McKeague Field here in Rapid City, South Dakota. As we are getting ready to get American Legion baseball underway here in Rapid City, as Box Elder Post 315 hosting Spearfish Post 164, as these two teams just met not that overly long ago, actually in Spearfish, as both coaches head to home plate for the game one of this doubleheader between these two West River American Legion baseball squads here on a beautiful, slightly windy Sunday morning. As again, Spearfish Post 164 making the trip out east, not far east as their last contest, to play Box Elder Post 315 here in Rapid City. Clayson Davis here with you today with American Legion Baseball. As just me here today, as Cody Oliver and Paul James join their Saturdays back in Spearfish and getting ready to get started here with some Sunday American Legion baseball. It's nice and cool here in Rapid City. Sunny, 73 degrees currently right now. We could get a little warm later on today. But nonetheless, I still think it will be a good day for baseball. As looking at these two teams, Spearfish comes into the contest with a 16-22 record. They're dropping the last two games versus Pierre, as they did not have a good showing in Pierre. Against Post 8, lost the first game 11-1 and lost the second game 11-0. Both games ended early. So Spearfish, they're looking to get back to their winning ways as they try to avenge their last loss versus Box Elder Post 315. As these two teams actually played each other not too long ago, actually played each other last Tuesday, as Box Elder, they lost the first game to Box Elder by a score of, not last Tuesday, 2 Tuesdays ago. They lost the first game to Box Elder Post 315, 5-15 in Spearfish. They came back to win the second game 8-4. And now let's see if Box Elder can extract some revenge on Post 164. So they are going to do lineups for the first game, and they will do just the national anthem in the second contest. As again, Spearfish, 16-22 on the season. Tuesday, they are back home as they'll play the Casper Oilers before going to Sturgis the day before the 4th of July. Then that following Tuesday, they'll have their last home contest against Belfouche, that doubleheader there at Black Hills Energy Stadium in Spearfish, before Post 164 will make their way out to the Gopher Classic in Minnesota, where they'll play a host of teams before ending the regular season on the road to East River, South Dakota, playing Watertown and Aberdeen. So that is a look at Spearfish. Now we're going to look at Box Elder. post 315, as they are, according to this, have a record of 4-7, but their last contest out lost the doubleheader versus Yankton post 12, as they lost the first game 4-11 and lost the second game 11-13. As the PA announcer is going through the order now, as next up for Box Elder, they'll play Brandon Valley here at home before heading on the road to Pierre next Sunday. Then they will also partake in the Gopher Classic before ending their regular season versus post 320 Stars right across the parking lot from McKeague Field before playing Harrisburg and Harrisburg Maroon. So, as the PA announcer goes through the starting lineups for Spearfish, as we will also look at the batting order for post 164.
And now for your Box Elder post 315 batting leadoff.
As looking at the batting order for post 164.
Center fielder number 3, Ethan Wilson.
Travis Duell will get things leaded off for Spearfish batting. He's playing second base. Aiden Meverton not the second in the hitting order. Cody Chapman, the senior, he's batting third. Jack Branham, first baseman. He'll be the cleanup hitter in the fourth spot. Halen Hiding batting number 5, the senior, the left fielder. Tucker Olson, the do-it-all man for post 164. He's batting 6th. Sean Sewell, starting pitcher today for post 364. He's batting 7th. Will Scharf, the senior, batting 8th. And Owen Bruner, the catcher, in the cleanup spot at number 9.
Blake Olmstead.
Now to look at
Left fielder number 24.
the batting order for the hometown Box Elder post 1 is 315, a baseball team.
Hitter for Box Elder post 315, number 19.
As they gets things started off with Ian Beer batting.
Right fielder number 23.
He is third baseman today for post 315. Ethan Wilson, center fielder, he's batting 2nd. Cooper Morlang, one of 2 Morlangs we'll see today. He's batting in the 3rd spot. Second baseman, cleanup man Mason Brooks. First baseman, catcher Brody Thompson, number 14, he's batting 5th. Blake Olmstead, shortstop, he is batting 6th. Tegan Smith, left field, he is 7th. Paxton Fisher, designated hitter, he's batting 8th. 9th is the other Morlang, Cooper Morlang in right field. And Will Waldell will be starting off on for post 315. So again, Spearfish being the road team, they will be the first up to bat. As last time we were on air, we had the Sturgis and Spearfish doubleheader in Spearfish. As Spearfish on a 3-game losing streak, trying to break that here today. As we'll come back with the first pitch here on KDSJ-TV. This game streaming exclusively on KDSJ-TV. And also on Facebook at Facebook Live at our Facebook page at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ. We'll take a quick break and get this party started here in Box Elder as you are watching American Legion Baseball here on KDSJ-TV.
The dentists and team at Dana Dental Arts in Spearfish are committed to providing you and your family with high-quality dental care.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brad Dana from Dana Dental Arts. Technology and the latest in dental procedures are part of what our family can bring to yours. Make an appointment today and let us show you how our family would love to be your partner in dental health.
In Spearfish, call 642-7727 now. Dana Dental Arts utilizes the latest procedures and most up-to-date technology. Dana Dental Arts, let our family care for yours.
I want to thank our friends at Dana Dental Arts for giving us our batting order as first pitch thrown, and that is inside for a ball as Travis Duell, the do-it-all senior, he is first up at bat for post 164. Duell, one of 4 seniors from this post 164 baseball team. He's the first one at bat. Looks at a 2-0 count, and quite a nice little place we have here in McKeague Field. Has trees in the background and going to put off in a corner as that's the first strike of the count. First strike of the day thrown by Waddell. It's now with a 2-1 pitch. And Duell will hit that one past the pitcher, thrown over to shortstop, and Duell cannot get on base in time as Cooper Morlang makes the play for post 315. And that'll be a quick out number 1 for post 164. That will bring us to Aiden Meverden, shortstop, not a senior, for post 315. He's batting around the upper 200s the whole season. See what Aiden Meverden can get done with his first at-bat as he faces Morlang for the first time today. As there's strike number 1, tying up the count at 1 apiece for the shortstop, Aiden Meverden. That pitch low to making it a 2-1 count. Again, thank you for joining us here on KDSJ-TV. As other than a little bit windy, not too bad a day for morning. Again, don't go away as the next game we will have the second game of this Box Elder and Spearfish. That one's set to get started on the 30. As now Meverden will brings up the senior Cody Chapman, as he's been deadly in scoring position for post 164, batting in the upper 300s, up almost 400 when runners are in scoring position. Of course, he only has someone on first, and first throw by Morlang is outside. He's tried the outside corner and no dice there. So 1-0 count, again with Aiden Meverden there on first.
Chapman works ahead, 2 balls.
So Chapman ahead of the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Waddell trying to get back into this count. He's already walked Aiden Meverden after taking care of Meverden trying to use his speed to possibly steal a base and get Chapman where he wants him in scoring position. That's where Chapman can do most of his work, as that pitch is low, but just inside the strike zone to make it 2-2. Thanks to more of our sponsors, including Jake's Collision Repair, for laying the foundation to this contest. As Chapman swings and misses and makes it the second out of the inning. We again want to thank Jake's Collision Repair for giving us our countdown to first pitch. Heiserland Concrete laid the foundation to this contest here at McKeague Field. And also want to thank Dana Dental Arts for getting us our batting order. First pitch outside as Meverden's going to throw over to second, and second base can't make the play, and Meverden will stroll on over to steal a base on a wild pitch. Also want to thank our friends at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram as they give us our scoreboard. So after a quick timeout, catcher and pitcher coming together at center mound. Make sure they're on the same page as Jack Branham up to bat now for Spearfish. One of the many young superstars on this post 164 ball club. As that pitch right down the pipe and just catching the outside corner for strike number one. Just ties the count up at 1 apiece. As Waddell trying that outside low corner again. Doesn't get this one to fall. And the first time facing Branham. Again, 2 outs, and Aiden Meverden there with a leadoff from second. No one's covering second right now, so here's the throw, and outside corner, 2 wide again, making it a 3-1 count. Three-1 count for Waddell versus Jack Branham, first baseman for post 164. Throw and outside, and trying the outside corner, couldn't quite get it to fall, and Jack Branham. So Waddell has not allowed a hit yet, but has allowed 2 walks to take up first and second bases with Halen Hiding. Senior left fielder. See if we can use some of his experience as corner. Throwing on the left side of the plate. Has had success, but not a lot as of late, as again he falls behind the count. 1-0 with, again, Duell on second. And that one, Hiding takes in the middle. So Halen Hiding.
Will Waddell looking to get out of the bases loaded jam with 2 outs.
Hiding will load the bases for post 1. To bring up Tucker Olson, who's been playing outstanding the past few contests we've seen live. As again, Spearfish on a 3 losing streak, trying to break that here today. As Tucker Olson, he'll be his first at bat, third baseman. The first pitch toward him is inside again, and that pitch goes clear behind the pitcher, and that wild pitch, and that is the first score on the board as Spearfish takes a quick 1-0 lead. As that's the first ball of the count for Tucker Olson. Now Waddell trying the right now outside corner. And couldn't get that one to fall. Waddell throwing low and outside. See if he comes with something different here. Gets the sign and he throws and he's going inside. That one catches inside for strike. Again, no hits yet allowed by Waddell, but has walked 2 runners and then far outside, making it a 3-1 count for Waddell. So Waddell trying to get something figured out, has already walked a wild pitch, has already got a run in for post 164. Here's the throw by Waddell's inside, and that's another walk. Which brings us to the pitcher today for game 1 of this doubleheader for post 164. That is Sean Sewell, as he had an elite pitching performance against Belfouche in Belfouche earlier this year. As he's on the mound, starting off again, and he starts off behind the count with a strike. Again, with the bases loaded, and Spearfish already getting 1 run. Waddell has not allowed a hit yet, but has been struggling trying to find his zone behind the count at 0-2. Sewell's around a 250. To see that increase with this pitch here inside as he tips that one off the back cage. As Will Waddell has struggled early, and then the bases are loaded, and Sewell looking at an 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that one's popped clear up in the air. And the first base is there to make the play and get Waddell and company out of the inning. As Sewell tips that one straight up in the air. Good job by the first to track that ball down, as it is a gusting wind here at McKeague Field. But nonetheless, Waddell gets out of the inning without allowing a single hit, but did allow one run. So Box Elder will come out of the top of the first, down by 1. We'll see what they get to do at bat next when we come back after this short break, as you are watching Sunday's edition of American Legion Baseball here on KDSJ-TV. Don't go away with the bottom of the second coming up next.
Vehicles today are complicated and expensive. The professionals at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Spearfish are here to guide you through everything automotive. From cars, trucks, and SUVs to parts and repairs, Junix takes the confusion out of automobile ownership. Enjoy the ride with Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Family owned since 1931 on West Jackson in Spearfish.
The anticipation is building, and Heinzerling Concrete is laying the foundation for tonight's matchup. Heinzerling Concrete pours on the pride in every driveway, foundation, sidewalk, and decorative stamp patio they do. Give them a call at 210-2320 for concrete that can't be beat. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support all activities that help students build solid foundations for life. Is there a foundation in your future? Give Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish a call at 210-2320. That's 210-2320.
As welcome back to Rapid City, South Dakota, here at McKeague Field, here part of the baseball complex here in Rapid City, as the home of Post 315, Post 22, and Post 320, the Stars, the Hard Hats, and now Box Elder, as they are now here at the baseball complex and seeing if Box Elder can respond to the one run put on by Spearfish, as Sean Sewell gets the party started for Spearfish on the mound. Faces Ian Beer first at bat.
2 balls, no strikes to the leadoff hitter.
Sewell, after falling behind the count 2-0 through his first strike against Beer. Third baseman today, Sewell throws inside, and that's a dart for strike number 2. It ties the count up quickly for Sean Sewell. As Beer watched 2 zoom right by him, now Sewell with the 2-2 count. Tries throwing inside out, it was more out than it was in, so that will make it a full count for Sean Sewell. He faces Beer for the first time. Full count pitch inside, and that's a swing and a miss. Sean Sewell claims his first victim of the bottom of the first.
Number 3.
So after Sewell makes quick work of Beer, Ethan Wilson will come on to bat next. Center fielder for Post 315 after that pitch gets away from the catcher, Owen Bruner. And Sewell has just struck out Beer and now throws way inside to fall behind the count 2-0 again. And still with 1 out. Sewell gets his pitch now with the throw, and that one straight down and too low. That one went over the plate, but was struck out the first batter. Now trying to get back into this count so now Wilson steps back into the box and having to go back to work. Sewell straight strikes, gets back into this count with a full count. 3-2-1 on the board. Sewell gets the pitch and the throw is across home plate and hit straight over to second. Branham. So Sean Sewell fell behind the count early, 3-0, and then quickly came back throwing 2 strikes, and then after that, a line drive straight over to second base, where Travis Duell was waiting. And that makes the play, as that's 2 outs for Sean Sewell and company. The first of two Morlangs we'll see at bat today. Cooper Morlang, second baseman for post 315. He tips that one clear back off of the shed and fouled out of the ballpark for strike number one. Cooper and Colton Morlang, as Colton is playing over at right field, and this one flies back to right field, and Morlang will stroll on over to first base as Will Scharf collects that one. So Cooper Morlang gets the first hit of the ball game. So now he sits on second. Mason Brooks, he is the cleanup hitter, first baseman. Looks at two outs, and his buddy Morlang on first. Pops that one clear up into the air, over to the fence and out of the ballpark. That one went straight up in the air. It looked like that Tucker Olson and Owen Bruner had a chance to go at it, but with this wind, it swirled out behind the netting and therefore out of the park. Throw back to first, keep Morlang on base. To no avail, and now with a 1-0 pitch. Sean throws, and that one is popped out of the ballpark over to the highway. And someone on a Sunday drive might have had themselves a rude awakening. Might have got a new hood ornament, and if they did get hit with a new hood ornament, they can always pay a visit to Jake's Collision Repair. Jake's Collision Repair in Spearfish and in Sturgis. And then they're giving us our countdown to first pitch. Hit over to right field. Will Scharf will have to go way back to collect that one, as that will put runners in the corners. So the cleanup hitter advances a runner over to scoring position as it advanced Cooper Morlang over to third now. And Brooks gets himself over to first. So with two outs, Boxell, they're putting two hits on the board, and now Brody Thompson will have his first at-bat with a runner in scoring position. And he is caught swinging early and falls behind the count 1-0. So Sewell took care of the first two batters. Now has allowed two hits. And Brooks pops the one way back to left, hiding, trying to control and get a hold of it, and he does. As left fielder Halen Hiding gets corners, runner in scoring position. The wind caught that one going straight over to Halen Hiding, but it did not have enough mustard on it to get over that back fence. And Box Elder gets out of the inning, leaving a two hit in the corners, as they are still behind Spearfish by a score of 1-0. We've completed one full inning. We'll be back with the top of the second with Spearfish getting things started with Will Scharf, Owen Bruner, and then we'll go back up to the top of the order with Travis Duell. American Legion Baseball, this beautiful and somewhat windy Sunday morning here at McKeague Field in Rapid City. We'll be back with the top of the second here after this short break as you're watching American Legion Baseball here on YouTube at KDSJ-TV and on Facebook at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ.
Oh, how quickly the seasons change in the Black Hills. Hi, it's Brandon Kemp from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Summertime equals a lot of summer driving, whether it's to and from work or hitting the road for that big summer vacation. Superior Auto Service Department can handle all kinds of repairs, from new tires, brakes, and oil changes to steering and suspension problems. And to keep cool, we can handle your AC recharge. Check us out online now at superioroutosd.com or stop by today at 642 East Colorado Boulevard at Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish.
Now more than ever, you need to keep your cool, and Wolf's Plumbing and Heating is here to help for all your summer cooling needs. Now is the time to schedule your checkup by calling 642-5755. Wolf's Plumbing and Heating is your trusted choice for repair or replacement with new air conditioning systems. Whether you need a tune-up or an upgrade, keep your cool with Wolf's Plumbing and Heating. Call 642-5755 and see more at wolfph.com.
As we're back here with the top of the second, Will Scharf, right fielder, senior for Post 164, getting the party started and falls behind the count. 0-1 as Waddell will come back to his second inning of work. Again, Spearfish leading this one early 1-0 after a wild pitch. Got Aiden Meverden across home plate. At the top of the first. Now at the top of the second, Will Scharf sees the count get tied as that pitch is low and ties the count up at 1 apiece. Will Scharf going to University of South Dakota a few months. Scharf now piece. So again, Will Scharf facing a 2-2 count. Get the count up to full. Scharf has had some clutch hits earlier this year. Remember him during the Allen Tellinghusen Senior Legion Tournament. Having a huge RBI double to push that one out of reach as a hit over to shortstop is outside of everything as Will Scharf gets a base hit as a play over to a shortstop. Got away from the shortstop, and Will Scharf will advance over to first base. So with Will Scharf now standing comfortably at first, Owen Bruner, the catcher, he is now up to bat. Around the 150, 160 range for batting on the year as Brunner's was looking to bunt. As a missed bunt called strike one. As catcher was looking for a throw-off attempt over to Will Scharf at first. So now Waddell gets his pitch and throwing high, too high to make it ball one, tying up the count at 1 apiece. And Scharf putting on pressure from at first. Senior at the leadoff again. Waddell checks first. Gets what he wants and now throws inside. Bruner saying he got hit in the elbow by the pitch. Ump goes and talks to him and is strolling up to a home plate. Bruner saying he got hit in the elbow by the pitch. The ump either disagrees with him or tells him to tough it out, and you still got a bat. Gathers himself, gets the pitch, and here's the throw, and that's high. Catcher looking to throw back the first. Keeping a very close eye on first with Will Scharf. But 3-1 count. Bruner swings and misses. Getting the count up to full. So Waddell struggled early and now getting himself back into the count with a full count. Recollects himself. Taps home plate with the bat. Here's the throw, and Bruner pops that one straight up in the air over to right. Clear back to right, and couldn't quite get it to fall inside the line as right field for Box Elder. That was more Lang. He was on his horse trying to get over there to pick that one off and get the first out of the inning. But nonetheless, Owen Bruner will do it again, still with a full count, and Will Scharf standing on first. Again, the wind swirling almost back into the face. So anything head out into play is not going to have as much momentum on it. Full count pitch will too far inside, as now Owen Bruner will walk on over to first and scoring position with Will Scharf standing at second. Brings up Travis Duell. Second at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. Batting in the mid-300s on the year, and he'll have his second go at Waddell. Here's the first throw, and he's going for a bunt. Bunt right in front of the pitcher for a fielder's choice, and throw over to first on a sacrificial bunt to get Travis Duell out, sacrificing the first run of the inning, but now getting 2 runners in scoring position. As that advances, Will Scharf to third, Owen Bruner to second, and now Aiden Meverden up to bat now for Spearfish. Was walked last time. As that wild pitch lands right there in front of home plate, so Meverden wisely tells Scharf to stay right there at third. As again, Aiden Meverden walked last time. Can't afford a walk now for Waddell. Checked up too late as he already swung the bat and called for strike one. Making the count 1-1. Meverden. Quick strike two as Waddell gets inside the corner. Still only just 1 out. And then 2 runners in scoring position. Out to the highway. Again, Cody Chapman on deck. Now here's the 1-2 pitch, and Meverden pops that one high into a scent, and it's going to go over to right, and it falls behind the foul line. As again, Colton Morlang eyes and falls straight down to the ground. As that one looked like it had a chance to go to distance far over to right field, but once it gets popped up in the air, it doesn't go very far. Count stays at 1-2 for Aiden Meverden, trying to battle in this second go-round versus Waddell. Still no hits for Spearfish, as outside and too far outside and low for Aiden Meverden. Ties the count up at 2 apiece. Meverden fell behind the count early, now has battled to get things tied up. And again, 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 out. As that one crosses home plate, but is too low, making it a full count as Meverden has came back in this go-round and now looks at a full count. 3-2-1 on the scoreboard, and again with 2 runners with Bruner and Scharf in scoring position. Meverden comes back in the count and will take a stroll over to first base. Loads the bases for the one hitter that Box Elder probably did not want to give this situation to. Cody Chapman has been a monster batting with runners in scoring position. Only has 1 out and the base is loaded. He has hit the only legal home run for post 164. And Chapman caught swinging early and swings and misses for a pitch. Chapman 0 for 1 on the day so far. Looking to play baseball. Level up in North Dakota. As Chapman hits that one over to second. And a second base right there to make the play. Great play that time. Excuse me, that was shortstop. Blake Olmstead. He makes the play, and Chapman quickly gets out number 2 for Box Elder. Jack Branham, first baseman. Now he'll have his chance to go to get everyone home. As he has the bases loaded, Branham was walked last time. And he pops out one behind the foul line. And he falls behind the count early, 0-1. So here's the throw to Branham. Branham hits that one over second, and that's going to score 1 run. Now here's the throw going to home, and he is safe as the catcher dropped the ball going over to third, as now Jack Branham advances over to second, and that's 3 runs scored for Spearfish. Jack Branham on an RBI double gets all 3 of them home for Spearfish, as that hit right over shortstop. Advanced Will Scharf over to home. Throw to home was there, but the catcher dropped the ball trying to tag out Owen Bruner. Then the throw over to second as Jack Branham advanced from first to second was too late, and that gave enough time for Aiden Meverton to sprint on over to home. And just like that, after an RBI double from Jack Branham, gets 1, 2, 3 runs across home plate for Spearfish, as now they take a 4-0 lead here at the top of the second.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
So the first hit of the day for Post 164 is a big one, as they had the bases loaded with Branham and 2 outs, and Branham on an 3-run RBI double blows this one open for 2-0. So now the umpires are coming together on the left side of the mound, talking amongst themselves. I wonder what they are talking about. As Waddell gets talked to by Thompson, his catcher, after allowing, again, just the first hit of the day. But again, that hit was a big one. Halen hiding on deck for Spearfish. Again, Tucker Olson to follow. Halen Hiding got decked by a pitch in the back of his jersey last time as he was walked. Hasn't got a hold of the ball yet, but has the chance to help extend on this lead as Jack Branham in scoring position. Halen Hiding, again, has not got a hold of the ball, was hit by pitch last time, and see if he has a chance to add on to this is so far a pretty convenient top of the second inning for Spearfish, again scoring 3 runs just moments ago on a Jack Branham RBI double. Hiding pops that one to clear up to center. And that one falls right in between the triangles, as that's an RBI single for Halen Hiding. As the Bermuda Triangle of shortstop, second base, and center field all come together, and the fielders miscommunicate. One actually fell down, I think, to either get out of the way or what the deal was, but that's an RBI single for Halen Hiding as he gets his first run of the day, and now that makes it 5-0. That takes us over to Tucker Olson. Again, still with 2 outs. Olson now pops that one high over to center field, and that lands right there over to center. Now Halen Hiding's going to go to third, and the throw too high to third, and that is a single, putting runners in the corners for Post 164 as Tucker Olson pops someone over to center, falls right there in front of center field. That advances Halen Hiding past second over to third and gets Tucker Olson to first. So that brings us over to Sean Sewell. As now Waddell has allowed 3 straight hits to 3 straight batters. Sean Sewell trying to get his first hit of the day as well. 0 for 1 on the day so far. Spearfish was held hitless in this entire game. Did advance a few bases due to a few walks thrown by Waddell, and then a 3-run RBI double by Jack Branham with 2 outs. Got the scoring run started for Spearfish, and then an RBI single from Halen Hiding. Put on another run as first strike thrown this count against Sewell. So now 2-1. And then Tucker Olson just hit a single not too long ago. It's a throw over to second is too low and too slow as now Tucker Olson advances over into scoring position.
Second, third for Spearfish.
As that was a strike, making the count 2-2. Deuce is wild across the board, again with 2 runners in scoring position for number 2-3 in maroon. Looks at a 2-2 count. Olson with the lead off from second. Look for runners to throw as that is low and makes it count full for Sean Sewell. So Waddell, again in trouble, trying to avoid loading the bases again. As Will Scharf will be at bat next. We have about gone through all the hitters, and Sean Sewell swings and misses and mercifully gets Box Elder Post 315 out of the top of the inning after allowing 4 runs and 3 hits.
Post 315, Olmsted, Smith, and Fisher.
So Sean Sewell now goes 0 for 2 on the day as we completed a full 9 hitters for Spearfish that inning, and Box Elder will be up next to bat when we come back with the bottom of the second. Olmsted, Smith, and Fisher up next for Post 315 as they now fall behind 5-0. See if they have the offense running after we come back. As you are watching a Sunday's edition of American Legion Baseball here from McKeague Field in Rapid City. We'll be back with the bottom of the second after this short break here on KDSJ-TV and on Facebook.
Fisher Sand and Gravel of Spearfish supports community and school athletics. Plus, they support community development with services in and around the Black Hills. Fisher is an aggregate company headquartered in Spearfish with 2 local commercial quarries in Beulah and Newcastle, Wyoming. They sell all sizes of aggregates for commercial and individual projects from a pickup load to thousands of tons. Whatever you need, Fisher Sand and Gravel, proud supporter of all community, college, and high school athletics. Good luck to all teams and athletes competing in today's game.
Goldust Casino invites you to try the new menu items now being offered at Maverick Steak and Cocktails. Watch the action as you dine inside the Goldust Casino with tables overlooking the gaming floor. Enjoy over 210 of the newest slot machines and table games in Deadwood. And use your club card for great discounts at the 2 hotels right in the middle of the action. Get reservations today by calling 605-559-1400 or visiting goldustdeadwood.com.
And we're back here after hearing from our friends at Goldust Casino. With the bottom of the second inning, Spearfish, after putting on 4 runs in the top of the second, come ahead of 5-0, as now Box Elder having a chance to see if they can respond to the 4 runs put on by Spearfish. Starting off is Blake Olmsted for Box Elder in this inning. His first at bat, the shortstop. As Sean Sewell returns to his mound for the second inning of action, as that one just behind the left foul line for a foul ball, making it a 1-2 count. That one went straight down the line. Again, the wind blowing slightly back into the face of the batters, so anything hit out into the field of play won't have as much velocity. As Olmstead looks at a 1-2 count and hits that one over to a third. Third over to first. Jack Branham gets the first out as Tucker Olson catches that one, throws over to first, and gets the first out as from 5-3, Olson to Branham gets out Blake Olmstead. I'll bring up Tegan Smith next. Left field and left-handed hitter as well. As Sean Sewell throws his first strike. And now technically throws his second one as that one was fouled off back into the cage. As Smith now looks at 0-2, hits that one high up in the air, too far to the left as the wind caught that one and blows it out of the ballpark. Still an 0-2 count with one out. Here's Sewell's throw as that one's tipped there in front of home plate. Bruner collects that one, throws over to first. Jack Branham makes the play. Good job by the catcher, Owen Bruner, to have the awareness to collect that one, still with the face mask on, mind you. Takes that one, throws it over to Jack Branham, waiting at first, and that's victim number 2 claimed by post 164. Paxton Fisher now up bat, as Sewell is not allowed one hit yet. As now he faces Paxton Fisher. And Sewell behind the count 2-0 early. Now 3-0. We've seen a lot of different tempos from Sean Sewell, as he can speed it up and go quickly. Then we saw him here last time we broadcasted in rapid. He's also patient enough to slow down and take his time. Sewell going with a faster approach now. Through his first strike, as that ball is hit high over to right and falling outside of the foul line. Will Scharf trying to chase down that one. But again, once it gets popped up high in the air, that wind catches it and just stops it in its tracks. So the ball did not have enough velocity on it to fall into fair play. And unfortunately for Fisher, that makes it a full count. And that will advance Fisher over to first base with a pitch outside, and Fisher will walk.
Brings up number 23, your right fielder, Colton Morlang.
So now we finally hit the bottom of the batting order for Box Elder, Colton Morlang. Second Morlang to come up to bat. His brother set single last time. As the defense made quick work of the first two batters, and now Morlang hits that one high over to center. Way back to center, back to the fence, and that will hit against the back of the fence. That'll advance Morlang over to second, and that will get third base over to third, home that is. As Paxton Fisher comes home, and Colton Morlang on an RBI triple will get Morlang over to a third and get Paxton Fisher across home plate for the first run scored this inning for Box Elder, their first run scored of the day. After that RBI triple. So we go back up to the top with Ian Beer. Swings and misses early on the first throw at him this go-round versus Sean Sewell. Beer playing third base, 0 for 1 on the day. His second time facing Sewell as he pops that one high over to left where Halen Hiding is waiting in the wings. Collects that one. As with the runner in scoring position, Spearfish gets out of the inning after only allowing one hit. But that one hit was an RBI triple from Colton Morlang, and that will get Spearfish out of the inning, completing 2 full innings with Spearfish holding on to a 5-1 lead. As looks like Waddell will make his way back out to the mound to continue his pitching duties. And we'll see what he can do next as he will face Will Scharf, Owen Bruner, and Travis Duell, which is pretty much identically what we had to begin at the top of the second. Scharf, Bruner, and Duell up next for Spearfish, holding on to a 5-1 lead as we completed 2 full innings. Top of the third coming right at you after this short break here on KDSJ-TV.
Tools and the right equipment. You need it. Proline Equipment Rentals in Belfouche has it. Contractors with all the new home construction continuing. Proline should be your first stop. Lifts of all sizes, and if you need to get way up, there's telehandlers, even including a man basket for safety. Working around the yard? Proline Equipment has dump trailers of all sizes. Plus, they're sure to have one that works with most pickups. Skid steers, trenchers, mini excavators, got those too. Call 723-7677 or stop by today off North Highway 85 in Belfouche. Proline Equipment Rentals. Visit ProlineEquipmentRentals.com. American Colloid, a minerals technologies company, is one of the world's leading producers of bentonite clay, mined right here in Belfouche and Colony, Wyoming since 1927. Some uses are waterproofing, water filtration, health and beauty products, and cat litter, to name a few. American Colloid delivers technology-driven solutions that enhance the essentials of daily life for people around the world. American Colloid, innovative technologies, essential solutions.
As we're back here in Rapid City with Will Scharf getting things started for Spearfish. Was walked last time. Actually, no, had a single last time. His second at bat. As that pitch thrown over his head to make it ball number 2. 2 balls to 1 strike for Scharf early. Here at the top of the third. Begin facing Will Waddell for the second time today as that line drive hit over to first. First makes the play and gets Will Scharf out quickly for out number 1. As that hard ground ball slowly rolled right on over to first, where Brooks was right there to make the play. That takes us to the catcher for Spearfish. That's Owen Bruner. So he also scored last time. At the top of the second, he starts off behind the count with a strike. Owen Bruner was walked last at bat. As part of that 3-piece RBI double from Jack Branham. Bruner behind the count early, 0-2, struggling against Waddell, and that's a quick 1-2-3, and Bruner strikes out and trots back over to the third base dugout.
Now up for Spearfish is the top of the order, number 7, Mr. Duell.
That'll take us to the top of the order for the third time today for Spearfish, Travis Duell. Second base. Fouls that one clear back behind the grandstands. Duell 0 for 2 on the day. Had a sacrifice bunt last time to advanced runners and set the table for Jack Branham to have that 3-piece RBI double. Bruner behind the count early again, 0-2, so Waddell trying to make it a quick 1-2-3 for Box Elder, especially after allowing 3 hits, 4 runs. Bruner hits that one behind home plate, keeping the count at 0-2. Again with 2 outs. And the wind is blowing straight back into the face of Duell as that throw high, making it the first ball of the count. Again, 5-1 here at the top of the third. Duell swings and misses. Tried reaching for that one. Couldn't get a hold of it. And that's a quick 1-2-3 for Spearfish Post 164.
No errors. Due up for Box Elder.
Box Elder, after allowing 4 runs at the top of the second, didn't even allow anyone to get on base that time, was Will Waddell, and a post 315. As they get the stop they need, and they'll have a chance to come back out on offense here when we come back, as Wilson, Morlang, and Brooks will get things going for Box Elder when we come back with the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're watching Sunday's edition of American Legion Baseball here on KDSJ-TV on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more local sports broadcasts around West River, South Dakota, watching American Legion Baseball here in Rapid City. Again, don't go away. We'll have our second contest coming up after the conclusion of this one, projected to start around 1:30, but always do subject to change. And we'll be back with the bottom of the 3rd after this short break as you're watching American Legion Baseball here on KDSJ-TV.
It's been 50 years since Pillin Optical decided to open their doors and offer outstanding quality eye care to the community. Things have changed, the style of frames, the store location, and just a few other things. But what has not changed is their philosophy of quality eye care, superior customer service, and the best selection of frames, all at the best prices around. After all, at Pillin Optical, quality eye care and customer service is the most important thing next to your sight. Pillin Optical, family owned for 50 years, 409 Kansas City Street.
And after that quick timeout, we are back here in Rapid City as Ethan Wilson will get the party started for Box Elder post 315. He is 0 for 1 center field for Box Elder, and he faces Sean Sewell for the second time. Sewell's 3rd inning pitched. His count reads 1-2. Sewell trying to make it a quick out, and too far inside is Sewell. He's throwing inside against Wilson. So now with the 2-2 count. Sewell hits one over. That's a fair hit, as that will advance Wilson over to... Well, I thought about going over to second, but that ball hit straight down the foul line and on the fair side, as third baseman Olsen couldn't quite clean that one up and make a fair play. So that will be a hit and a single for Ethan Wilson, his second at bat. Brings us to Cooper Morlang with a single himself. Last time at bat. As the first throw from Sewell outside, as Wilson thought about advancing over to second base. Wisely stays on third. Morlang hits that one over to Duell. Duell throws to second, and that will get out Ethan Wilson over at second. So Morlang with a single fielder's choice. Duell gets out second as Avon Meverton from shortstop comes to cover second base and tag out Ethan Wilson. Mason Brooks, cleanup hitter. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Swings and misses early for strike number 1. As just saw Cooper Morlang just go 2 for 2 with that single. Again, just with 1 out and a runner on first. Brooks popped the one high up in the air. And coming to track it down is Branham to make the play. And that's a quick out for Mason Brooks as he popped that one straight up in the air as the wind caught it, held it in slow motion, and let it drop straight down for Jack Branham to collect. So after that hit, it makes it 2 outs, with Brody Thompson, the catcher, up next to bat. Runner still on first. As Sean Sewell throws back to first to try to tag out Morlang. Not quite there. So Sewell will set up again. The throw is low and outside to give advantage to the batter. Sewell again working in his third inning of the ball game. So now Sewell throwing inside as now interference from Sewell on the mound will advance a runner over to second. Still a 1-0 count with 2 outs. Thompson on the mound. Sewell throwing low again and falls behind the count farther, 2-0. Thanks to more of our friends, including Gold Dust Casino, Pill & Optical, and, of course, Fisher's Sand and Gravel. Sewell throws a strike, making it a 2-1 count, and again a runner in scoring position for Brody Thompson. And Thompson, the catcher, 0 for 1 on the day as he fouls that one out behind the cage. And they get Sewell back into the count, 2 apiece. So with a 2-2 count, Sewell trying to force his third out, as he has allowed 4 hits, as that one is fouled way outside. As that one looked really good off the start, and then you could see that wind catch that ball and shove it behind the foul line to keep it 2 apiece. Sewell with the 2-2 pitch as Thompson rockets that one over to Spearfish and the third base dugout. Thompson battling Sewell has fouled off the last few pitches thrown by Sewell. Again, a runner still on second. That's more Lang. Sewell checks second out to throw, and Thompson pops that one over to left. Halen Hiding retreating back to the wall. It goes off the back. Excuse me. Hiding makes the play. Does not go off the back of the wall. As Halen Hiding cleaning up there from left field, as he had to go clear the way back to the fence to gather that one. But Thompson gave it a go, didn't quite have enough on it, and Halen Hiding forces the third out of the inning for Spearfish. One hit by Box Elder, no runs, and Will Waddell, and the rest of 3:15 will come out as we've completed 3 full innings. So we will head to the top of the 4th inning after this short timeout here on KDSJ-TV, on YouTube, and on our Facebook page, live streaming at Black Hills Gold Hits at KDSJ.
105th Black Hills Roundup thunders back into Belfouche June 30th through July 4th. The Ranch Rodeo kicks it all off June 30th, followed by 4 exciting performances of PRCA rodeo action. It's perfect for the whole family. This year's Roundup features Cowboy Kenny's Steel Rodeo and Misfit Cowboy Brian Pack. Dust yourself off after the rodeo and marvel at the massive firework display July 2nd and 3rd. Plus, a huge
of the 4th inning, about halfway done with this first contest. Spearfish up by 4 by a score of 5 runs to just 1. As Aiden Meverden will get the party started for Spearfish this time around. He's been walked twice and faces Will Waddell for the 3rd time today.
4th inning is number 15, Aiden Meverden.
So Meverden yet to get a hold of the ball yet today. It still has on base as the first throw from Waddell bounces off the ground and the ball number 1 for Aiden Meverden, a shortstop for post 164. It's a quick swing and a miss for Aiden Meverden. Again's been walked twice, hasn't hit a ball yet. So now the count reads 2-1 with no outs here at the top of the 4th inning. Thank our friends at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram for giving us our scoreboard. As that makes it strike number 2 for Aiden Meverden. There's a quick 1, 2, 3 outs for Will Waldell and Box Elder at the top of the third, trying to repeat that same process here at the top of the fourth. Down by 4 runs, the Spearfish put 4 runs on in the second. 1 run was put on at the top of the first, as that's how they lead 5-1. Box Elder, the only run coming at the bottom of the second inning. Full count for Aiden Meverden. Throw is low and inside, and that is the third walk for Aiden Meverden today. So Waddell having a hard time finding his spot versus number 15 in maroon. He does have this kid's number. Cody Chapman 0 for 2 so far on the day versus Waddell. Chapman has been proven to be a reliable hitter for post 164, as he just saw his buddy Aiden Meverden walk on over to first. Chapman foul tips that one to the back of the fence to make it strike number 1. Again, Chapman 0 for 2 versus Waddell. Meverden, not a huge lead off from first. It was Waddell will just go with it, rides with it, and Chapman. The throw was inside versus Chapman, and he catches the bait and swings to now fall behind the count big time, 0-2. Chapman 0-2. As he faces Waddell for the third time, has not got a hold of one yet. Chapman just as patient on that one as Waddell throws high. And Meverden scampers back over to second. So with a 1-2 count, here's a throw, and it's inside count as Waddell got Chapman to throw early in this count with an inside throw, and Chapman's now looking out for the body out of the way to make it a 2-2 count. Teammates probably giving him some slack for not taking the pitch, but I wouldn't want to take a pitch either. Looks like it hurts. Chapman hits that one slow over to shortstop, and on a fielder's a double play made by Box Elder. As the hit over to shortstop. Nice little throw over to second to tag out Aiden Meverden. And then from second over to first as Chapman did not have the wheels to beat the play. And that's a quick 2 outs for Box Elder on that double play. So Box Elder trying to do the same thing as last inning. A quick 1-2-3 after that double play. Jack Branham up to bat now. As Chapman now goes 0 for 3 versus Waddell. Branham walked last time and then had that 3-run RBI double last at bat at the top of the second. As now Branham hits that one over to first. Over to second. Second throws over to first, and Jack Branham will be tagged out right there at first base. As Jack Branham hit that one low and on the ground, but didn't quite have the mustard to fly by second. And Morlang and Brooks come together to force the third out of the top of the fourth. So we've reached the halfway point in this one as we go to the bottom of the fourth of a 7-inning scheduled ball game with Sean Sewell back on the mound for Spearfish when we come back. He will face Thompson, Olmsted, and Smith. It will be his first 3 to go. And we'll see what Box Elder can do. Still trailing by 4, just allowing no hits. Had a walk last time, and then that double play forced from second to first. Got him out of the inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth when we come back from this short break here on KDSJ-TV.
The dentists and team at Dana Dental Arts in Spearfish are committed to providing you and your family with high-quality dental care.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brad Dana from Dana Dental Arts. Technology and the latest in dental procedures are part of what our family can bring to yours. Make an appointment today and let us show you how our family would love to be your partner in dental health.
In Spearfish, call 642-7727 now. Dana Dental Arts utilizes the latest procedures and most up-to-date technology. Dana Dental Arts, let our family care for yours.
And welcome back to McKeague Field here in Rapid City for American Legion Baseball. Here on KDSJ-TV on YouTube, exclusively streaming on KDSJ-TV on YouTube, and also on our Facebook page at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ. Blake Olmsted getting the party started for Box Elder here at the bottom of the fourth inning, trailing by 4 runs and facing Sean Sewell for the second time today is Olmsted. Olmsted 0 for 1 on the day. Spearfish is currently in the middle of their third rotation in the batting order. Box Elder just on their second. As after Olmsted was ahead of the count at 2-0, he quickly ties it back up with the 2 foul tips, and now it's a 2-2 count. And Sean Sewell being patient on this count, finally gets what he wants from Bruner, and here's the throw inside and off the bottom of the mound. Of the plate, that is, from the mound, making it a 3-2 count. Hit over to third, Olsen. Olsen throws over to first. Branham barely gets a hold of that one. He catches behind. Gets his body behind it as it looks like Olmsted choked up a bit, looked like. Knowing he was going to get out, might have had a chance to get on base, but Jack Branham just gets his body behind it, collects the ball, and collects the first out. So Olmsted now goes 0 for 2. Tegan Smith up to bat next, the left field. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Facing Sewell is now Sewell having to deal with the left-handed batters. It's Tegan Smith ahead of the count as that one flies all the way back, making it a 2-1 count. Sewell throwing over the plate and high and inside to make it ball 3. So now with a 3-1 count for Sewell, quickly gets back at it and a hit over behind the foul line makes it 3-2. 3-2-1 on the board for Sean Sewell again in his 4th inning of action. Stay tuned to KDSJ-TV and also keep updated on our Facebook page as we'll have the second game of this doubleheader coming up after the conclusion of this one. As now Smith is battling Sewell, fouling off the past 2 pitches, still at a 3-2 count. Trying to find something he likes, and Sewell's trying to give him something he don't. As the pitch count. Before we get to that, Jack Branham collects the ball as that one was hit over to Jack Branham. Not a hard hit ball.
Jammed in on that hit, resulting in an out at first base. Now up for 315 is Paxton Fisher.
As Jack Branham gets the first 2 outs. And now that brings us to Paxton Fisher, who was walked last time. As he hits that one strong over to second and second over the first. And Jack Branham collects it again, forcing 3 outs for post 164. So a throw from third to first, a throw from shortstop to first, and a throw from second to first. Right there along the infield, it keeps Jack Branham busy, and forces no hits and no runs, more importantly, for Spearfish, as we have crossed the halfway point in game number 1 of this Sunday, a doubleheader here in Rapid City. We will be back with Spearfish batting at the top of the 5th inning, as I believe we still have Waddell on the mound. I do believe that is Waddell still on the mound. Has thrown 90 pitches so far, so his day is starting to come to a close. And we'll see what he has left in the tank when he battles Spearfish and Halen Hiding and crew up next. As you're watching American Legion Baseball here on KDSJ-TV. And we'll be back after this short break.
We're all going somewhere, going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
As welcome back to the top of the 5th inning here in Rapid City at McKeague Field. Halen Hiding up to bat first for Spearfish. Hiding on the day is 1 for 1 after being hit by a pitch, his first at bat. So he falls behind the count early with a strike. 91 pitches thrown by Will Waddell. And make that 92 after 2 straight strikes. So 0-2 count for Hiding. That's the first ball thrown this inning by Will Waddell. So with the 1-2 count, Waddell really taking his time against Hiding, as Hiding hits that one high into center, where center's trying to track it down and does, and Hiding, after rounding the bases at second, is held up, and the catch by center fielder Ethan Wilson will force the first out. So now that brings us over to Tucker Olson, third baseman for Post 164 in this game number 1. Is Hiding's first out of the day. Olson 1 for 1 with a walk against Morlang, who's now thrown 95 pitches. This very well could be his last inning of work. Again, American Legion Baseball rules, pitch count of 105. You can go over that if you eclipse the pitch count while facing the batter. So if the pitch count is at 104 with the batter coming out, you can pitch against that batter. You just have to be done after. Olson swings and misses, making it a 1-2 count with 1 out. Again, Spearfish put on 4 runs in the top of the second and hasn't had any luck on the scoring side of things ever since. As that pitch outside, good job by the catcher Thompson to get behind that one and slow it down. As now with the 1-2 pitch, Olson has one throw inside, and he has to duck out of the way. And it looks like he got caught by it, and he will stroll over to first.
Looks like the pitch just grazed him.
Olson, after eating that one, will bring up Sean Sewell to the mound.
Number 23, Sean Sewell.
He is 0 for 2 on the day. Starting pitcher for game 1 for Post 164. And 99 pitches now thrown from Waddell. His first one at Sewell is outside and low for ball number 1. As Waddell has gone outside and low quite a few times today. He hasn't had any super wild pitches. As there he tries outside and low and gets it to fall for strike number 1. Sean Sewell gets the directions from third base coach Parker Laux. Again with a runner on first, that's Olson. The throw is inside and low. Make it ball number 2. Two-one count with Tucker Olson sitting there at first as Waddell at 102 pitches. And that one's grounded out over to first, and on a fielder's choice, Sean Sewell will now go 0 for 3.
Third baseman thrown out at first, advances the runner to second with now 2 outs.
So after
For Spearfish.
that fielder's choice, it advances Tucker Olson over to second base in scoring position and brings up to the plate Will Scharf, the senior. Scharf, 1 for 2, single first at bat and was out last time. As this will be the last pitcher for Morlang, I do believe, as he has now thrown 104 of the 105 pitches he is allowed. Again, American Legion rules. You can go over the pitch count if you go over the pitch count while facing a batter. As Scharf hits that one in between second and third, shortstop to third. Throw high to home is not there, as now Will Scharf slides into second, and an RBI, a double for Will Scharf will bring Tucker Olson across home plate. And that is pitch 105 for Will Waddell, and his day is now done. As Will Waddell has pitched his full 105 pitches, as his 105th was thrown against Will Scharf in that double. And now Spearfish takes a 6-1 lead here at the top of the 5th inning. So with Will Waddell's day done, see who Box Elder brings out to throw next. Do not see who it is exactly. I want to say that is Colton Morlang. I see a 2 in front of his jersey number. We will see who is throwing for Box Elder next when we take a quick break here on KDSJ-TV, as Spearfish with 2 outs and a runner on second after just scoring an RBI double from Will Scharf. We'll see what Owen Bruner can get going next when he faces a brand new pitcher for Box Elder after this short break, as you're watching American Legion Baseball on KDSJ-TV.
In a world of few guarantees, Jake's Collision Repair stands behind all of their work with a lifetime guarantee. Jake's Collision Repair uses only original parts made by your vehicle's manufacturer instead of lower quality aftermarket parts. Certified technicians work with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, and Jake's Collision Repair is preferred by most insurance companies and works with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair, 2416 Junction Avenue in Sturgis and 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish.
So the mystery solved. That is Cooper Morlang that is pitching for Box Elder against Owen Bruner, and he does not have the best start as Bruner pops Owen over to the left, and Will Scharf barely gets back on third. So Owen Bruner hits that one over to left, and now gets Will Scharf over to third and gets runners in the corner, as Owen Bruner will now run on over to home to the third base dugout, and base runner Brock Lewis will come on to first, where we'll have Travis Duell up next to bat. As the throw over to first, trying to get Brock Lewis out, who's the base runner for Owen Bruner. Not quite there in time, as that's ball number 1 for Travis Duell. 0-2 on the day. 0-3 on the day. It'll be his first time facing Morlang on the mound, who's thrown 2 pitches so far. Duell pops that one high over to left, going clear back to left and not far enough. No, it's on an error. As left field can't quite make the play, and Brock Lewis advances all the way from first to third, and that is an RBI, a double for Travis Duell on a fielder's error.
Resulting in an error, scores another run.
As left field went all the way back and had a chance to make the play. It bounces off of his glove, and that advances Will Scharf over to home, and Owen Bruner's runner, Brock Lewis, gets to third. And now it is 7-1, Spearfish. So Travis Duell gets his first hit of the day. Aiden Meverden, he will have a runner on second and a runner on third, facing 2 outs with a 1-1 count. Meverden has also yet to hit a ball, but he hasn't been out as he's been walked 3 straight times. He also faces Morlang for the first time today, as now Meverden pops that one high over to left field, and there, not to make the same mistake twice, is left field Smith for Box Elder. So after he made the mistake the last time, ball was hit his way, he makes up for it the next at bat, hitting Aiden Meverden out after that 1 error. And now Spearfish, after putting on 2 runs at the top of the 5th, they now lead 7-1. With Sean Sewell back on the mound. We'll see Fisher, Morlang, and Beer up next to bat for post 315, as Spearfish has now started their 4th rotation in the batting order. Box Elder still working on their 2nd, and they are down by 6 runs. Bottom of the 5th coming up with, again, Sean Sewell still on the mound. He has thrown 67 of the 105 pitches allowed. We'll see what he can get done in his 5th inning of work, as you're watching American Legion Baseball on this beautiful Sunday morning here in Rapid City. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th after this short break here on KDSJ-TV.
Oh, how quickly the seasons change in the Black Hills. Hi, it's Brandon Kemp from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Summertime equals a lot of summer driving, whether it's to and from work or hitting the road for that big summer vacation. Superior Auto Service Department can handle all kinds of repairs, from new tires, brakes, and oil changes to steering and suspension problems. And to keep cool, we can handle your AC recharge. Check us out online now at superiorAutoSD.com or stop by today at 642 East Colorado Boulevard at Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish.
And back here in action here in Spearfish, where Sean Sewell in post 164 holding on to a 7-1 lead here at the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 runs scored by Spearfish at the top of the 5th, as Cooper Morlang came in to replace Will Waddell, who eclipsed his 105 pitch count for the day. As now the other Morlang, Colton Morlang, is up to bat now, as he will lead things off. And he is quickly struck out by Sean Sewell. So Morlang, after hitting a RBI triple at the bottom of the 2nd, his 2nd at bat is not what he wanted as he strikes out. And now we go back to the top of the batting order for post 315 for the 3rd time today with Ian Beer, 3rd baseman. Sewell is wasting no time on the mound. He's trying to get himself back into a rhythm as he's thrown 2 balls. And that is the first strike of the count, as that one's foul tipped behind to the cage. Sewell throwing 73 pitches so far on the day. as that one is tipped off the end of the bat again to make it a 2-2 count. Again, 1 out after that strikeout from Colton Morlang. Now Sean Sewell, again, wasting no time on the mound. Finally gets what he wants and now throws, and Ian Beer keeps fouling these out of the ballpark. Beer trying to find a pitch that he likes. He avoids the ones he don't and fouls off everything that he doesn't know yet. As he hits that one low over clear back to a shortstop, and that is Tucker Olson trying to make the play, but it was just a slow roller off the end of the bat as Olson comes up to retrieve that one, but it is too slow, and that's a base hit for Ian Beer. Gets his first hit of the day. So that brings up Ethan Wilson. He is 1 for 2 on the day, had a single last time at bat. Faces Sean Sewell for the 3rd time today, who throws high for ball number 1. Again, still just with 1 out and 77 pitches thrown from Sean Sewell. This one about to be 78. With Beer with the leadoff from first, Jack Branham just about had him caught out at first. Sewell with the throw, and that one's hit over to second. So second over to first, and trying to force the double play was the shortstop, Aiden Meverden, as he throws to Travis Duell to force the first out. So that turned into a fielder's choice, and catches Ian Beer out at second, but advances the hitter Ethan Wilson over to first. Ethan gets his second hit of the day. Now it brings up now the pitcher for Box Elder, Cooper Morlang. He hits that one past second base all the way back to third. And that's a single hit that time from Cooper Morlang. Moves the runner over to second, and Cooper Morlang will now take up home at first.
Your shortstop, number 10, Mason Brooks.
So now we go to Mason Brooks, who's playing shortstop now. He'll be up next to bat, the cleanup hitter in the rotation, as he is 1 for 2 on the day. And falls behind the count with a strike. Had a single his first at bat, and then was out last time. So he faces Sewell for the 3rd time today. Hits that one high and left, clear back to left, and that is in the fair play. Highland Hiding having to collect that one clear to the fence, as that makes it 1 run scored and 2 runs scored after an RBI, 2-run RBI double from
A 2 RBI double in the
Mason Brooks, the cleanup hitter.
scores 2 runs. Now up your catcher, number 14, Brody Thompson.
As after that RBI double from Mason Brooks, it pulls Box Elder to within 4, as now the game score reads 7-4. 7-3, that is. So Mason Brooks doing his job at the cleanup hitter, which brings up Brody Thompson. Again, still with 2 outs. Box Elder trying to defend their home diamond versus post 164 of Spearfish. Sewell's thrown 83 pitches, about to be 84. Looking at a 2-0 count. As Thompson, the catcher, fouls that one off the edge of the tip back into the fence, making it the first strike of the count. Again with Mason Brooks sitting there at second. A dart and a swing and a miss from Sewell, making the count 2-2. As that one had some heat on it going across home plate. Not a bad fastball for 85 pitches thrown from Sewell. So he checks second out the throw inside. Strike number 3. Thompson thought it was too far outside. Sewell, after allowing an RBI double, Sewell gets the strikeout and stops the damage after allowing 2 runs from an 2-run RBI double from Mason Brooks. Sewell gets out of the inning as we have 12 more outs in this one before we crown a winner in game 1 with Cooper Morlane coming back out on the mound as he replaced Will Waddell last inning. We'll see if he can get something going for the Box Elder defense as they trail Spearfish after 5 full innings, 7-3. As we'll be back with the top of the 6th inning when we come back. Chapman to get things started for Spearfish, Branham, and Hiding to follow. We'll be back after this short break here on KDSJ-TV.
Now being offered at Maverick Steak and Cocktails. Watch the action as you dine in the Gold Dust Casino with tables overlooking the gaming floor. Enjoy over 210 of the newest slot machines and table games in Deadwood. And use your club card for great discounts at the 2 hotels right in the middle of the action. Get reservations today by calling 605-559-1400 or visiting golddust.com.
Vehicles today are complicated and expensive. The professionals at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Spearfish are here to guide you through everything automotive. From cars, trucks, and SUVs to parts and repairs, Junix takes the confusion out of automobile ownership. Enjoy the ride with Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Family owned since 1931 on West Jackson in Spearfish.
Back here in Rapid City for the top of the 6th inning as Chapman hits that one clear over to left and up against the fence is Chapman now making the stroll over to second as Cody Chapman gets the top of the 6th inning going with a double. A leadoff double to get things going for Spearfish Post 164. Chapman finally gets his first hit of the day after going 0 for 3. That brings up Jack Branham. Jack Branham, 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. Of course, that one hit was that 3-run RBI double. Branham, first baseman. He pops that one high over to right, going clear back to the wall, and it goes over right field, and it's going to hit off the end of the wall. Throw back over to second is not in time, so that's an RBI single for Jack Branham, getting Cody Chapman across home plate, adding another run for Spearfish Post 164. They now take the lead 8-3.
Another run for Spearfish, bringing up number 13, Olsen.
So 2 pitches, 2 hits as Jack Branham continues his strong performance. As that's an RBI double for Jack Branham. That brings up Halen Hiding. Halen Hiding swings and misses. Hiding is 1 for 2 on the day. Had an RBI single earlier in the game. Was also hit by a pitch as well. Hiding left field. Made quite a few plays on defense with that wind. As Hiding fouls that one off the end of the bat to make it an 0-2 count. Still no outs for Spearfish after 2 hits. A double from Cody Chapman and a single-run RBI double from Jack Branham. Hiding pops that one high over to left. Going way to the back, and it hits the fair side. It's going clear back to the corner. Jack Branham crosses third. Now going to go home. Halen Hiding gets second, and it chokes up right there as that's another single-run RBI double for Spearfish. This one courtesy of Halen Hiding.
The third double in as many chances now brings up number 13, Tucker Olsen.
So the batting really starting to heat up for Spearfish after 3 straight doubles, 2 of them single-run RBIs. As now Spearfish extends the lead 9-0 with Tucker Olsen at bat. As Olsen gets hold of that one just on the wrong side of the foul line as that one scoots by head coach Parker Laux. giving Olsen an 0-1 count. Again, leading off from second. Olsen hits that one over to center, drops there in front of center, and that will actually just keep Halen Hiding there at second, and Olsen gets a single himself.
Fly ball single. Now up number 23, Sean Sewell.
So now that brings us to Sean Sewell, who is also looking for his first hit of the game. There's a lot of hitting going on, trying to keep up the scoreboard. Sewell fouls that one out of the ballpark. Out of the right side. Again, still no outs. Runners on first and second at the top of the sixth. Throw is high, and just getting back on base is Halen Hiding. So he had a pretty good leadoff. No one was covering second, and Thompson, the catcher, doing a good job getting out of his stance and throwing an accurate ball over to second base. There's strike number 2 thrown by Cooper Moore-Lang, who has not had the pitching performance that he had liked. Has only thrown 18 pitches and throws inside against Sewell to tie the count up at 2 apiece. Again, no outs. Runner on second. Sewell tips that one off the edge of the bat, keeping the case. As the young he ran out of baseballs. As Willis Scharf retrieves the baseball, and now everyone's cocked, locked, and ready to rock. Umpire is reloaded, and Cooper Moore-Lang trying to get loaded up to get the first out of the inning. Sewell, as that pitch went inside, hit on the short side of the bat. Out, keeping the count at 2 apiece after 4 straight foul tips. That throw is outside, too far outside for ball 3, making it a full count. Count versus Sewell, and it goes inside. That will load the bases for post 160. First time today, and that loads everything up for Spearfish with no outs. As now we have a base runner for Spearfish coming on. As Sean Sewell will trot back out to the dugout after that walk. That brings up Will Scharf, the senior right fielder. Swings and misses. With the first pitch thrown at him from Cooper Moore-Lang. It's thrown 26, now 27, as that one landed right beside us in the grandstands. So Will Scharf now falls behind the count 0-2, again with the bases loaded and no outs. And Will Scharf swings and misses with an 0-2 count. Moore-Lang and crew with the bases loaded. That brings us to the catcher. He is 1 for 2 with a walk. Tip with a 1-1 count. Again, bases are loaded with Hiding sitting on second. Hiding sitting on third. Olsen sitting on second, and then a base runner for as we've hit the bottom of the batting order for the 4th time for Spearfish today. As Bruner swings and misses on an outside pitch, make the count 2 apiece. Again, still 1 out for Spearfish, so they do have some room to work with. The base is loaded. And now the count is full after that high outside pitch thrown from Morlang over to Bruner. Full count, Morlang trying to prevent a walked run, and Olsen hits that one off the top edge of the bat and out of the ballpark to keep the count at 3-2. So now the 3-2 count. Olsen hits that one high up in the air, and everyone trying to close in on it is first base, who makes the play. Throw over to the catcher is not going to get there, and that advances Halen Hiding on a sacrificial out. Throw over to third is not there, and after that sacrificial out by Owen Bruner, it gets Halen Hiding across home plate to make it now 9-3.
Sack fly scores another run for Spearfish. Now up the top of the order, Travis Duell.
So we'll go back up to the top of the order for the 5th time today. Travis Duell got his first hit of the day. Last time at bat with a single. He now hits that one over top of second, scoring another run for Spearfish as now Tugger Olsen crosses home plate after that Travis Duell RBI single.
That single scores another run.
As that now makes it, looks like 11-3. I must have missed a run somewhere on my Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. After that single from Travis Duell, as now we will have a change in pitching as Cooper Morlang did not have the performance he wanted on the mound. His day is done pitching. So now Spearfish coming up with 4 runs scored here at the top of the 6th. We go to number 24 on the mound. That is, according to my deal, that is Tegan Smith. I think. Yeah, I believe that is Tegan Smith coming in from left field to now pitch for post 315 after 4 runs scored by Spearfish, as this one could be done early, as just 2 more runs scored by Spearfish could make this one over early here at the top of the 6th. As Smith warms up, we're going to take a quick break as he will face Aiden Meverden with runners in the corners and 2 outs. We'll see what Box Elder can get done with the pitching switch after this short break, as you're watching American Legion Baseball here on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on our Facebook channel at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ.
The anticipation is building, and Heinzerling Concrete is laying the foundation for tonight's matchup. Heinzerling Concrete pours on the pride in every driveway, foundation, sidewalk, and decorative stamp patio they do. Give them a call at 210-2320 for concrete that can't be beat. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support all activities that help students build solid foundations for life. Is there a foundation in your future? Give Heinzerling Concrete and Spearfish a call at 210-2320. That's 210-2320.
So the left fielder Tegan Smith will come into bat now. I'm going to come into pitch now for post 315, where he will face Aiden Meverden. 0 for 1 with 3 walks on the day. He'll be the first one to battle Tegan Smith as Smith throws inside out and low for ball number 1. Again, runner on first and third, so runners in the corners, and Spearfish already putting up 4 runs in the top of the 6th as they lead this one 11-3. So now it's a 2-0 count for Meverden as he hits that one low and inside and fouled out for the first strike of the count, and the first technically strike thrown from Tegan Smith. As that is strike number 2 now for Aiden Meverden. So a deuce is wild across the board with runners in the corners. Deacon Smith trying to get the last out. Box Elder and get out of this inning. And he does just that.
Foul tip out records the last out for the time.
As a strikeout from Aiden Meverden gets Box Elder out of the run, but the damage has been done as Spearfish goes up 7-3, now 11-3. As Sean Sewell has thrown 86 pitches so far, he's going to come back out to go to work for Spearfish. And Box Elder having to put some runs together. They have 2 more chances at bat. Possibly, unless Spearfish put on more runs at the top of the 7th, but we will, well, no, they'll still have 2 more chances anyway. 6 more outs for Box Elder to try to come back in this one. As Sean Sewell and company will be back in action on defense when we come back with the bottom of the 6th. American Legion Baseball here on KDSJ-TV, on YouTube, and on our Facebook page at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ.
June 30th through July 4th. The Ranch Rodeo kicks it all off June 30th, followed by 4 exciting performances of PRCA rodeo action. This year's roundup features Cowboy Kenny Steel Rodeo and Misfit Cowboy Brian Pat. Dust yourself off after the rodeo, plus a huge Independence Day parade. Get your tickets now at blackhillsroundup.com. The Black Hills Roundup, the buck starts here.
As we're back here in Spearfish with the bottom of the 6th inning, Will Waddell will come up to bat for the first time. As Waddell, he is not swung a bat yet, and he falls behind the count quickly. 1 ball and 2 strikes for Will Waddell. As facing a 1-2 count,
Will says, "Thank you very much."
Sean Sewell throws that one too far outside and actually catches the backside of Will Waddell. So Waddell gets out of that one quickly. As now coming up to bat is number 24, Tegan Smith. First throw is fouled off the top of the cage, making it a 0-1 count. For Tegan Smith, again, now Sewell has thrown 91 pitches, so unless something disastrous happens for post 164, Sewell will probably exhaust his entire pitch count. Now on a bunt, goes over to third, and Olsen throws over to Jack Branham to get the first out of the inning, but advances the runner into scoring position.
Now up, number 19, Paxton Fisher.
Smith with the out. Makes it 1 out and puts a runner in scoring position for Box Elder, as now Paxton Fisher will come up to bat now. He is 0 for 1 with a walk, according to my unofficial stats. His count has 1s across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. For Paxton Fisher, started off designated hitter for this contest, as now he's facing Sewell for the 3rd time today. Again with a runner on third. Paxton hits that one clear over to right, where Will Scharf makes the play. And that will advance a runner over to third. As Will Scharf got on his horse to track down that one, again with that wind just kills the ball in the air and makes it drop straight down. So Will Scharf, the senior, making a play over at right field. But it does advance Will Waddell over to third, as now Sewell has that one hit right in front of him. And with a runner on third, Box Elder couldn't get anything done as the hit bounced right there in front of Sewell. And Sewell over to first. Jack Branham makes the play, and that's a quick 1-2-3. As 7 hits now put on by a Box Elder, but no runs scored, as they'll have only one more chance at bat and a long way to go. Spearfish trying to add on some insurance runs as we now go to the top of the 7th and final inning in Game 1 of this contest in Rapid. We'll see what Tegan Smith and crew can get done as they need to force 3 quick outs to give their ball club a chance here in the 7th inning, as we'll be back with the top of the 7th after this short break here on KDSJ-TV.
Oh, how quickly the seasons change in the Black Hills. Hi, it's Brandon Kemp from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Summertime equals a lot of summer driving, whether it's to and from work or hitting the road for that big summer vacation. Superior Auto Service Department can handle all kinds of repairs, from new tires, brakes, and oil changes to steering and suspension problems. And to keep cool, we can handle your AC recharge. Check us out online now at superiorautoSD.com or stop by today at 642 East Colorado Boulevard at Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther.
This casino invites
going in
you.
new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
And we're back here in Spearfish after Cody Chapman got the party started. Chapman hits that one over to second and beats the throw over to first, and Chapman gets a single. Here at the top of the 7th to get things going for Spearfish. As now we'll have a Jack Branham to bat. With Cody Chapman on first, throw inside and too far inside for Jack Branham. So with Chapman over at first, Jack Branham swings and misses to make it a 1-1 count. As Tegan Smith on the mound for Box Elder, the third pitcher we've seen today. For Box Elder Post 315. Again, following this contest, we'll have the second game on KDSJ-TV and on Facebook Live at our Facebook page at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ. As throw outside to Smith to Branham is too far outside, making it a 3-1 count. Smith trying to force a full count. Again, no outs, just the second batter as Chapman hit a single to get this inning started. Branham throws his bat thinking it was a ball, and believe it or not, it was not a ball, as calls strike, and now Branham having to refocus, staring at a full count. Tegan Smith just knocked that one inside the outside corner, and now Branham pops that one outside of the fair play foul line. That one down the left field, and it is fouled out to keep it at a full count. Again, Branham facing Smith. Cody Chapman there at first, and Spearfish holding on to an 11-3 lead. Branham pops that one short over to second. Second can't make the play, but Jack Branham caught out at first base after second regathers itself. Had a chance to get Chapman out over at second, but Chapman already passed, and it was a throw over to first to force the first out of the top of the 7th. So that will now bring us over to left fielder Halen Hiding, the senior, as Chapman goes in the scoring position. Hiding on the day is 2 for 3 with an RBI. RBI double, I do believe, last time. So Hiding looking at a 1-1 pitch with his senior classmate Chapman with the lead off from second. He's going to go. Chapman in a rundown. He is not going to get there. As Chapman thought he could force one, the pitcher choked up a bit.
Nice step off recorded the second.
And Chapman is picked off at third. So Hiding looks like a 1-1 count with 2 outs. And now just swung and miss to make it a 1-2 count. 2 outs, no one on base anymore for Spearfish. Halen Hiding swings and misses on a 1-2 count. And Spearfish's day is done on offense, at least in game number 1. So the assignment has been given out to Box Elder Post 315. They need 8 runs to extend the game here at the bottom of the 7th, and they only have 3 outs to work with. Sean Sewell has pitched 96 pitches. He's trying to close the door on Box Elder and get Spearfish the win as we go to the bottom of the last inning. Sewell and company trying to shut the door on Box Elder. Box Elder trying to mount a comeback and make this one a ball game. We'll see which one happens when we come back with the bottom of the 7th inning here in Rapid City. Conclusion of this one coming up here soon as you're watching Sunday's edition of American Legion Baseball here on KDSJ-TV.
Now more than ever, you need to keep your cool, and Wolf's Plumbing and Heating is here to help for all your summer cooling needs. Now is the time to schedule your checkup by calling 642-5755. Wolf's Plumbing and Heating is your trusted choice for repair or replacement with new air conditioning systems. Whether you need a tune-up or an upgrade, keep your cool with Wolf's Plumbing and Heating. Call 642-5755 and see more at wolfph.com.
As now we are back here in Rapid City, where Box Elder Post 315 is trying to mount a comeback with Ian Beer being the leadoff hitter for Box Elder. They need 8 runs to extend this ball game, or Spearfish will take the first game of the doubleheader. Sean Sewell has pitched all 7 innings, trying to complete the game for Spearfish. He faces Ian Beer first, and that's a quick ball and a quick strike. He just snuck inside the bottom outside corner. Now Sewell sees that one fouled off into the back fence here at McKeague Field. Makes it a 1-2 count. Again, 3 outs. It's the only thing that Box Elder has. Beer hits that one over to left. It bounces there in front of Hiding, and leadoff single from Ian Beer gets the thing going for Box Elder. Second hit of the day for Ian Beer. Ethan Wilson now up to bat. He is 2 for 3 with 2 singles versus Sewell. As Sewell tried throwing back over to first for a pickoff attempt of Ian Beer. Proves no dice. So count still at 0 as the first pitch thrown at Sewell is hit outside over to Hiding, and Hiding catches it over at left and forces the first out. So 1 of 3 outs for Box Elder. As we will go to number 30, Spencer Johannesson. As he is now a pitch hitter for Moore Lang. He hits that one over to shortstop. Shortstop trying to thought about making the throw over to first and didn't get there, so Johansson. That results in a single for Spencer Johannesson. So that brings us to Mason Brooks, cleanup hitter in the rotation, and got moved to shortstop after starting off the game at first. And Mason Brooks starts off behind the count as Sewell is probably going to eclipse his batting, his pitch count after this. That popped up high over to Dwell, sitting there at second. And Mason Brooks is out number 2. Sewell at 104, so he can pitch against the last pitcher. Against this next batter. That's Brody Thompson, the catcher. Now Box Elder needing to be perfect in order to come back in this one, at least extend the game. Sewell trying to complete the game. Runner on second. As the first pitch is fouled off to get the batter behind the count. As Thompson 0 for 3 on the day, and he needs a hit here. And now he really falls behind the count, 0-2. Sewell has now eclipsed the pitch count, so out or base hit or walk or whatever happens, Sewell will be done on the mound after this batter. Again with a runner on second. Sewell throws inside out, and it's fouled off the edge of the wall again, keeping the count at 0-2 for Thompson. Thompson living on the edge, 0-2 count. His ball club down by 8 runs. Facing Sewell, who has thrown 107 pitches on the day. Here's the 0-2 count. It is high for ball number 1. Again, runner still there on second. That's Johannesson, I do believe. Runner on first and second. As that one's hit over to right field where Will Scharf comes up to make the catch. And that gives Spearfish the win in the game number 1 of this doubleheader. Head over to Will Scharf, sitting there over at right field, and 8 hits allowed by Sean Sewell. And that looks like that will be the end of this one, as we'll go over the stats briefly when we come back to wrap up game number 1. Spearfish takes game number 1 in Rapid City versus Box Elder Post 315, 11-3. Post game coming up right after this.
Invites you to try the new menu items now being offered at Maverick Steak and Cocktails. Watch the action as you dine inside the Gold Dust Casino with tables overlooking the gaming floor. Enjoy 210 of the newest slot machines and table games in Deadwood, and use your club card for great discounts at the 2 hotels right in the middle of the action. Get reservations today by calling 605-559-1400 or visiting golddustdeadwood.com.
And back here in Rapid City to conclude game number 1 here in McKeag Field as a Spearfish winning game number 1, 11-3 versus Box Elder. Looking at some of the stats here, Spearfish and Sean Sewell from the mound pitched all 7 innings, 107 pitches total as he completed the game, 8 total hits. Box Elder did force 1 error from Spearfish. Meanwhile, Spearfish had 11 hits themselves. As Box Elder only scoring 3 runs on 8 hits. Had 3 different pitchers between Will Waddell, Cooper Morlang, and then to close it out was Tegan Smith for Box Elder. As Box Elder loses game number 1 to Spearfish by a score of 11-3. As we will go to game number 2. You can actually catch game number 2 here on KDSJ-TV. As game number 2 between Box Elder and Spearfish will be starting in just a few minutes. I do believe we'll have a pretty good break in between. As we're going to quickly go over our superior performer. And I think our superior performer for the day, it will go to Jack Branham. As Jack Branham got the scoring party started for Post 164. So I want to congratulate Jack Branham, first baseman for Spearfish, getting our superior performer in game number 1. Had 2 RBIs, a 3-run RBI, and then a single-run RBI on 2 doubles. And he was the main scorer for Spearfish, so Jack Branham is awarded your superior performer here today in game number 1. As that will put a bow on this one, Spearfish winning game number 1 of this Sunday doubleheader by a score of 11 runs to 3. As again, don't go away. Coming up next, we will have game number 2 here from McKeague Field. So don't go away. Game number 2 coming up here in about 20 or so minutes, and that will be right here on KDSJ-TV. Clayson Davis here with you here in Rapid City. Game 2 coming up. And again, stay tuned for that one here on KDSJ-TV.